Welcome to the Motocross Supercross podcast.
Episode 50. Can you believe we've done 50 of these? This is
insane.
The Motocross Supercross podcast. Adam here with Claudio. What's up, Claudio?
What's up, man? I jumped the gun again.
You did,
Forgot the key.
What were you saying?
Boss.
How awesome it is that we did 50?
Yes, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Going by fast. This is our episode 50, but we're going into round 15 of the 2018 Monster Energy Supercross series, going into Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Right. Home of
the
New England Patriots.
The Cheatriots. Home of
number one team.
Deflategate. Home of all the other gates that they're all Spygate. Remember Spygate?
Man, stop being a sore loser. You got beat by Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, I'm trying to brag on the Patriots. All right?
Nope.
But yeah, so this is coming into a day race on Network Fox, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. I mean, it makes my Saturday very complicated, but, you know.
Hey, nothing wrong with
priorities.
some Supercross right in the middle of the day.
Oh, nothing at all. Nothing at all. I love it. It's just so many things to do tomorrow.
I don't think the riders are super pumped on it because, track walks at 6:30 a.m.
Like back in the day, you know?
Yeah, this is like an amateur race.
Exactly.
Everyone's showing up, walking the race. You wake up, and then you walk the track, hair all messed up, bedhead. But hey, all those West Coast guys,
Morning,
that's like, 5 a.m. or what the hell am I thinking? That's like 3:30 a.m. for anyone who's living on the West Coast. So hopefully they're all adjusted to the time.
They're gonna have a good one though. They're gonna be able to watch some Supercross in the morning.
Yeah, they're gonna be. It's like watching football over there. The games start at 1, so like 10 a.m. over there. You're at the bar, just
waiting to start drinking at 10 a.m.
Yeah. So that's a cool advantage of living out there. You just wake up and boom, there it is. So that is really exciting. As we know, the points is looking really good for Jason Anderson.
Yeah, I said it, and I said it's pretty much done at this point. It's just a matter of pride, I guess. But good for him. I mean, he deserved that. He was he stayed healthy the whole time. He was the one that put the work in and the time, and that's why he's gonna be the champ, man. He pretty much carried that red plate the whole time, the whole season.
Telling you can't crown him yet. You never know, but it is looking really good for him. We'll see if he can get another win or two.
What do we got? 3 more rounds. We got Foxborough, Utah, and Vegas.
Yep. That is it. So really, we are really winding down. Very much winding down. And he's got a good, comfortable lead. I think it's going to come down to everyone's kind of interested right now into what Eli can do. Can he win out? I don't know if it will help him.
I don't think he's
some extra money.
He's pretty much. Exactly. I think the Monster Energy Kawasaki team, they're just, they know that they don't got a chance to be the champs, to get that number 1 plate, but they have a chance to win all the races, and that's what he's trying to do. He's just trying to show he is the best rider out there, and he had a little bad luck, but he'll be back next year. We got Motocross coming up too. There's a lot of racing coming, so there's not a worry in the air over there.
Oh yeah, not at all. It just sucks he had such a crappy start of the season when he was, I forget exactly which race it was, but he's leading the race and he goes down on his own, hurts his shoulder, and it definitely messed his entire season up because he was dominating, and then he had a couple bad races and then came back and started dominating again.
That's what the sport is all about. You have to race all the races if you want to win championships. You can't, you can't win, like Ricky Carmichael said, you can't win races in or championships in the first race, but you can't lose them. Is that what it says?
Yeah, something like that. I thought you were going to say you can't win championships from the couch.
Oh.
Hey, but that's a true statement. That's as true as it gets right there. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at the weather. Gillette Stadium, we said it could rain, maybe if they were calling for rain on Friday. But it looks actually really good. Just cold. High of 57.
That's awesome.
But
We're not there, so that's
yeah,
cool.
and mostly sunny, so that's still really, really cold.
Yeah, not a chance of rain, which is good. So
Winds, though,
For-
11 miles an hour. That's not bad. That's not really bad at all. That's like, there's always some wind on there. Can never get rid of all the wind as the earth spins.
So let's you ready to jump into some Supercross?
Yeah, let's jump in. You got some news
we
for
got a lot
us?
to talk about. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, as everybody knows, Zach Osborne extended his contract with the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna team, which is good for him. You know, that's
Yeah, we saw Anderson do that right towards the beginning of the year. And it turned out pretty good for him. So, Zach Osborne, I would have done the same if I was them. Same exact thing.
good stuff. Yeah, they locking him down till 2020, I believe. So
That's right. That's a good amount of time there. You know, you got Supercross, Motocross, Supercross, Motocross, Supercross, Motocross. So that's cool. Secure that money.
yeah, no, and not only the money aspect of it, but championships, man. He's got a lot to give still. So
What happens though if some awesome badass bike comes out and he wants to ride it so bad and he's like, no, gotta wait. Just kidding. That wouldn't happen because he's already on this badass bike. It's got electric start. All right. How much more badass can it get?
well, everybody's catching up to that.
Yeah.
Like we talked about in a couple of podcasts ago. The new Kawasaki is going to come out with it.
Yep.
KTM already has it.
They need to start putting it on the little bikes, the 85s and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's where you would want it,
Yeah, it's always the parents out there just kicking the shit out of it.
I know, the flaggers trying to figure out what the hell you're doing.
Nothing worse than kicking that bike and then the kickstart like just swings right up into your shin.
Oh.
Everyone's been there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, everybody's made that one time mistake for sure.
One time, maybe 100 times. My friend's bike, it always used to kick back, always. So it was never a one-time thing. You got messed up. You need to put on a boot just to try and start it.
Yeah, you have to like put some shin guards or something.
What I'm saying, it's crazy. What else you got for us? That's good for Zach Osborne, but
well, yeah. So Zach Osborne, he'll be with Husqvarna until 2020. He's moving up to the 450 class in this motocross season. So that's pretty awesome.
Awesome indeed. I don't like football. They tell you like how much money they sign everyone for, and they don't really do that with motocross, supercross. They just kind of like keep everything pretty quiet. I don't like it. I don't want to know.
I guess, but I think it's because you have so many like privateers. You just don't want to.
What? You don't want to what?
Be telling them, hey man, I'm out here making this much money, and you're doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's called motivation.
I don't know about
that. I don't know, but I think it would be cool. It'd be, I mean, all of football, the baseball, all the sports pretty much tell you. Speaking of, since we're talking about football, they did release the new schedule for the football season. Okay. And we mentioned it earlier, but the Thursday night games are going to be on Fox Sports 1. So I think that'll be good. Hopefully they'll be running some, motocross or supercross commercials or something. I think just getting more people on that network is good for the sport, good for the supercross.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of good things coming. Like I said, when we started this whole project, there's a lot of good things. So I'm excited for what, this supercross sports is going to become, it's already, not pun intended, but monster.
Monster. So. Nice. That was a good pun. Very nice pun.
No, I said no pun intended.
Well, yeah. All right, so Alpine Stars got that new gear. They call it the SuperTech gear line, but maybe it should be called the Super Stretch gear line, because this stuff, it looks like an Under Armour like cold gear shirt or heat gear. I always get those two mixed up, but like a turtleneck, the ones with the turtleneck that are just like super skin tight, where you can see every little vein through the shirt. It's obviously not a turtleneck, but it just looks like skin tight, really stretchy, forms to your body kind of shirt. It's I don't know how good it'll be for racing, but maybe it almost like the road racers, they wear like the super tight gear. It's kind of like follows that kind of style.
I'm looking it up right now. I have it in front of me, and I see what you mean. I can see where you're coming from. It's a bit tight, but it's not bad. The pants don't seem to be anything tighter than what they already are right now. In the main, on just comfort, I guess. But the shirt, the jersey, I see what you mean. It's very very tight to your body.
Very tight.
I don't know, but it could be. I can see it popping off. I don't see why not. Like I can see it, actually being a good thing. For example, like here in Florida, summertime, bro, just hot, I guess. Remember those days we used to cut just holes in our jerseys and stuff.
Yeah, little slits. Yeah.
So this will be kind of like it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It's just so tight. It's like It's like a superhero kind of like Superman, something Superman would wear.
Supercrosser.
But there's only one body type that can fit, that can like rock that gear, and that's like the guy in the photo or someone stronger. That's it. Anyone who weighs a couple more pounds than that dude, their belly's gonna be falling out the bottom.
Well, it's like the guys now, like bigger guys, they like to wear sometimes, a little couple of tighter stuff, not necessarily triple X.
We saw, we've all seen some big guys on dirt bikes. They had this gear on. I don't know. That's a big. I don't know. This gear is not going to be for everyone. We'll put it that way. We'll definitely put it that way.
I don't think if you're a bigger person, you'll be, putting yourself out like that. You don't see them, and I'm sure they'll have bigger size, and they're gonna have, like you see them wearing Under Armour right now, or just any type of like those shirts that you're talking about. You see them wearing those. They have bigger size, so I don't see the problem.
And all the riders who like do the cycling and stuff, they always wear like the professional like Tour de France like.
Yeah. I also saw like Fox came out with like leggings for girls, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It could be for guys, since now they're doing tight shit for guys. They might as well give them yoga pants and stuff they can wear out there.
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll see how it looks on the riders, but it is definitely different, which is cool. You got to try new stuff every now and then.
Definitely, it's evolving with the sport, and I like it. I approve.
Claudio approved.
So let's going back to the Supercross, Gillette Stadium. It's a pretty decent layout. I like it a lot. It's got a lot of nice sections. It's got a nice short start.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, that 180-degree turn. It's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen there. If you're looking at the map, they that first turn, it comes in really like a lot. It doesn't really go straight. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. Then they got that hump in the inside, and then you got nothing in the outside. It's gonna be nice to see what happens out of there.
Yeah, I mean the start basically is identical to Minneapolis. It's like a short start. It really looks the exact same almost. There's a little more of a sweeping 180 turn, but it looks pretty much the same. Yeah, nice short start right in the middle.
Yeah, I feel like all the way on the right will be a great gate, even though it's outside, but you can just rail the outside, just
I guess we'll see. We saw some people do it in Minneapolis, so
Yeah, Savachi did it.
Yeah,
He didn't really ride the outside, like I'm saying, but he definitely got a whole shot from the outside gate.
Yes, he did. They got that big long whoop. They have two like decent sized whoop sections, right in front of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I would feel about that. I think it's cool, but sometimes you just want to see people get air,
Well, it's not like the triple or a jump. It's not there right in the next lane.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. It looks cool,
I do like it. I like it a lot. It's very jumpy. It's gonna be. They have that sand section right before the, right before they go in front of the gate. So it's supposed to be that really white sand. So I like that they're incorporating this type of different terrains at the tracks, and a lot of them, not just in a couple.
Yeah, we'll see how crazy it gets when they start putting like tires and stuff in a section.
Can you imagine that, dude? No, I don't think they'll do that.
You never know. They bring in like rocks and stones and stuff for one section, like big boulders you got to go through, just like enduro cross, but with like big ass jumps and metal ramps. This is the future, man. Electric bikes. They're going to be playing music over the loudspeakers because it's going to be so quiet. Woo, woo.
I think, going back to that subject, I think they're going to have just like a whole class just for them. It's not going to be, I don't think you'll ever see that.
You don't think they'll take over
against that gas?
Yeah, I think they're gonna have the little electric class, and then they'll have a 2-stroke class, and then they'll have like another class. So one's gonna be super quiet, one's gonna be super loud, and one is gonna be like just ripping. Yeah, that was a really bad impression of a dirt bike there, but
that was awful.
I know. I'll have to work on that. It takes practice, You can't just, some people are born with it, but not me. I got to practice it. One thing I thought was cool, Kyle Peters will attempt to dispute torn ACL and MCL. That's what's up.
Does he really need that money that bad, man? That's a torn ACL, and that's bad enough.
At the MCL. Thing is, you can walk and stuff with torn ACL. It's just, your just knee moves in weird ways.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know when was the last time you rode, but you need your legs and your knees to hold on to that bike. So
just get a sick knee brace and try your best. Dude, I respect it. There's only a couple races left. He wants to finish it out.
For sure.
He wants to tell everyone he ain't no bitch either. He's like, yeah, I'm doing this.
This will be the last East Coast race before the showdown too.
Yep, before Vegas. So it is definitely important for him to get out there. He's not doing too bad in the points. I forget exactly what place he's in. Here, I'll pull it up real quick.
And that's probably why he's trying to race, because he's sitting in
6th place.
Yeah, in 6th place right now. So
yeah, and he's close. Cantrell's right behind him, and he's close to Rensland. He knows he can't.
Faulkner's out, so I see him. Good job, man. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's going for that top 5.
Yeah, definitely going for the top 5.
Just hopefully, he can, finish the race and
finish both races. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because that would suck if he ended up like having to pull off or something. That would really suck. But that's a long injury to, recover from once you get the surgery. So
exactly. He'll probably be out for motocross season if he does get that surgery.
Yeah, and that sucks too. So you got to make that sacrifice. Do I want to, finish out the Supercross, or do I want to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably what it was. He was like, I can finish out Supercross and then miss Motocross, or I can, get the surgery now, miss the rest of Supercross, and then miss most of Motocross, if not all of it. So, yeah.
I will stay with Supercross where the money's at.
Yeah, exactly. Supercross is the bread and butter in my eyes. But we'll have to keep an eye on him and see how he does. See how he does.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hometown race. Not really for him, but there is a bunch of New Jersey riders. Rensland and Hartranft and I know Catanzaro's from up there, and he's 450, but
And he's out.
You think he's out? It's debatable. We'll have to keep an eye out for him then too. Is there any other news that's happening this week before we jump into some picks?
Well, no, those were pretty much it. The latest updates. We got Osborne signing their contract, and then we got Kyle Peters attempting. Also out for the 250 class. Well, obviously Austin Faulkner is out with his collarbone.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Davalos is out, but he's been out.
Yeah, he's got a couple problems.
Yeah, Hampshire's still out. Justin Heff.
Dude, I saw Hampshire was riding. I saw his Instagram. He was out at the track just ripping. So he's getting ready for motocross, put a Supercross in the rear view, but I would have liked to see him come back, even if it's only for the last race or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McAdoo is out. Ferrandis is out.
Mm-hmm. So many injuries.
Yeah, Kyle Peters attempting.
I respect it. Mad respect there. That's what's up.
Definitely.
So
that's what we got for this race. But yeah, let's make some picks. Let's get this
party started. I feel like Osborne's gonna win the 250s, but then there's Martin, man. He's really turned things around. He just flipped a switch. You called it right there after Daytona. It's just something changed. He grew up fast.
Yeah, he's only sitting 4 points behind Jordan Smith, and that's not bad. He's coming up from a couple wins, and yeah, I did call it, didn't I?
Yeah, you'll have to check our Instagram for that video of Jordan Smith last week when he, Martin and Osborne got him, passed him in 2 turns. He kind of messed up
with him.
Yeah, and they both totally, disrespected him, put his ass outside.
He's only 16 points behind Osborne too, so anything can happen. 2 races left, for sure.
Oh man, yeah. So this could definitely get exciting. So what do you think? You think Jordan Smith can maybe win? That's
crazy because he would have been, with those 7 points that he got taken away, he would have been only 9 points away from Zach Osborne.
Yeah.
Yep. So, hell of a race, man. Come on, Martin. I'm rooting for him now.
Martin or Smith?
No, Martin.
Well, Smith. Okay. Do you think Martin will win this weekend then?
Yes.
All right.
I think so. He's coming, from a good flow. He's been winning a couple races now. He showed that he can actually hang with Osborne. So he's up there, man. He wants it. He wants it bad.
Do you think the podium will be anyone except Osborne, Smith, and Martin? You think anyone else will get up there on the podium?
Well, door's pretty much wide open for any of these other riders now, since Faulkner's out and Kyle Peters might be halfway then. Don't be surprised if we see Anthony Rodriguez up there this weekend, man.
Hey, are you on the podium?
Yeah, he got a 5th place last weekend.
Okay.
And I've said it. I've always said this about him. He's a really good rider. He's got the talent. He's got the team behind him. He's got the speed. He's got everything, but he's not consistent. He always goes down for a stupid mistake, and then he gets caught up in the middle of the pack, and then he gets these bad results. But he's got good starts because we've seen him get whole shots. Have been up there. He's got speed because we've seen him lead races. It's just a matter of consistency, just staying on the bike type thing with him. And last weekend he got a 5th place. So maybe.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I personally don't think it will happen, but I do think that Jordan Smith, I think any one of those 3 guys could definitely win. Osborne, Smith, or Martin. I think it'll definitely be one of those 3. So
I'm gonna championship or just race?
Yeah, this race. So I'm gonna make my pick for this race.
Okay.
And I just want to spice it up a little bit, and kind of like we've been doing all year. We've been picking kind of how we want to see it finish versus sometimes what we actually think's gonna happen.
No. Okay.
So I think Osborne. I like Osborne. I think he's gonna win. But for my picks, I'm going Smith, Osborne, Martin. We saw Smith. He's had some really good races. He's been running really good. He won, Daytona, and I think he could finish out really strong. And he's been pretty consistent for the most part all year. He was off to a little rough start in Dallas and Tampa. Didn't do as good as he wanted to do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pull for him to win and just make it even more interesting for the points. So I'm going Smith, Osborne, and Martin. I think Martin will be up there again. But that is where I'm gonna put him. But remember, Luke Renzland, we've seen him. He's sitting 5th in the points. He's been really consistent. His best race of the year was his podium in Indy. And that was East and West, so I think he's definitely able to get that podium, maybe even better. So I wouldn't mind seeing a new winner, some new faces up there, but that's who I picked: Smith, Osborne,
no, definitely.
Martin.
That's a good pick. I feel about Smith total opposite of what you feel about Smith. I feel like he had a strong finish or start, and he's just actually fading out now. Like, he didn't have a rough start. He had a really good start.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it was super, super good, because in what is it, Arlington or Dallas, whatever they call it, everyone's calling it, something different. He got 6th place.
Yeah, so did Tampa. He got 6 in Tampa as well.
Yeah, but then after that, he turned it around. He was doing really good. Because I just have the points pulled up, so.
Yeah, I think it's he got 4th, and then he got 1st, then 4th again, then 5th, and then.
I'm 4th.
4th, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. So he went from 6. He's been pretty consistent right there in that, 6, 5, 4, 1. And Faulkner's out now, so that only helps him. So that's I'm just gonna pick him to win, just for the sake of the points, So
you said Smith, Osborne, Martin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I like that.
I know you're gonna pick Martin to win. And
I
then
am. I'm
probably
gonna pick Martin
Osborne,
to win.
and then
Osborne
probably
second
Smith.
again, and then
Put your boy up there. Be brave.
Be brave. I'm actually gonna put Renzland up there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's his neck of the woods, you could say.
Yeah.
But not really, but kind of. But not really, but maybe kind of.
Yeah,
so,
let's put Renzland up there.
Yeah.
He did come from he had a really bad weekend last weekend in the Triple Crown with the stomach flu, and I don't know if you read what he posted about that. He wanted to, just make sure that nobody call him a bitch today, so.
Yeah, I did not see that.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. He posted something in the He just saying that he just didn't feel safe out there, and he wasn't trying to risk it.
Hey, you know what they said? No risk
This is what it says right here.
no biscuit.
Bummer night in Minnesota. Woke up in the morning feeling terrible, possibly some kind of food poisoning or something along those lines. Wasn't able to eat or drink really all day. Salvaged a 10th in the first main, but came off the track completely depleted and lightheaded. When I went back out for the next main, I ended up feeling dizzy once the adrenaline got pumping and just decided to pull off before I put myself or someone else in a bad situation. So that right there, it's really smart of him, and I respect him for that. And then he goes and it says, never been a quitter, but when I felt like I wasn't safe, that's when I decided to call it. So
Yeah, it's being smart. All right, that's cool. Hey,
yeah,
at least he didn't shit himself. That
Yeah.
was someone was speculating that he might have shit himself.
yeah, some of them might have something like that,
But
but I
at
don't.
least we don't think it happened. All right.
And we're putting it on the podium. So
He said he couldn't eat or drink, so yeah, that probably means it didn't happen. But
yeah, well, he couldn't eat nor drink, and then just imagine racing and not being able to hydrate yourself.
that's what it is. The freaking not being able to drink. Yeah, being lightheaded. Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, not being able
mad
to
respect
eat.
for trying. Too
Everything,
bad it didn't work.
He was probably eating and like it was probably going straight through type thing, or just puking it out.
Yeah, or his just stomach or something hurt so bad he couldn't even.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate, but good to know that he's good, he's back, and he'll be this weekend, and he's gonna be third place.
All right, third place. That's what I like to hear. Let's move on to 450s. Can Eli Tomac beat Jason again? I think the answer is yes.
Yes, and I'm gonna pick
Yes.
him. I'm gonna pick 450 first because last week you did me dirty.
Oh.
Yeah, you had me picking Jason Anderson, even though I'm a Tomac guy,
Uh-huh.
and you went ahead and picked Tomac.
Yep. Yeah, and I did pretty good.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep. I think I had
30.
Barsha for third when, Mooskian was third, but that's all right. I think it will
you
be
did
those
have-
three again, probably, most likely.
You did have Barsha for third.
I did. And you got fifth. So
Yep, right behind Braden.
That's right. That's right. We'll have to see who we can put head to head again in this. That was a good close battle between them.
We're about to find out. But so Jason Anderson pretty much taking it, home. He's got 311 points. Marvin has 272 points.
Marvin last week went 7-1-2. And Anderson went 2-6-1. So they both had a first, the second, and then Anderson had that sixth, and Marvin had that seventh, which really, really screwed him. And Tomac obviously went 1, 4, and 3. So no one really went, 1-1-1, 2-2-2. They was really kind of all over the place.
Yeah, no domination for Jason Anderson is sitting 39 points in front of Marvin Muskin. That's, with 3 races left.
Yeah, he's been just dominating everyone all year. He's had that gap on everyone for a while now, it seems like. He's been way up there, and it just seems like no matter how good Marvin does, Jason Anderson just does like a little bit better just to extend that points lead, like goes up like 1 or 2, 3 every week. So the tide could change, one thing happens, you get a flat tire or something, who knows?
So sabotaging, yeah.
Sabotage. Well, the AMA, who knows? The AMA could be throwing freaking Jackson on the course right in front of him, trying to pop his tire. Seems like they hate him that much, so it could happen.
Taking that position from him from absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so I tried to make a video. I told you I was gonna make a video of the like stopwatch and stuff.
Oh yeah, what happened?
I couldn't find a good lap of him in the same race, because I wanted to do it in the same race, so we couldn't be like, oh, well, that time was from the other moto. So I was trying to find the same race where everything happened, and there was just not a good angle. And
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
that rhythm section that he went around was like super long. It was a really long that he rode the outside of, and they only show like the end of it, so you don't know. Maybe he was going really fast at the beginning of it, but definitely he was like behind Marvin, and then you see Eli, and then Eli passes him, and then he kind of dips in behind Eli, and Craig's there right behind him. So the video I made would have needed a lot of explanation, so I didn't even bother with it. But
well, here it is. If that's your explanation right there. So MXSX podcast, if you're trying to help us out with another angle, and and that's the reason why Adam didn't put the other one up.
That's right. But I did make a video. I just didn't do anything with it because, yeah, like I said, it would have taken a lot of explaining. And there was that little gap right there. How fast was he going right when on the beginning? But his bike was definitely pretty much facing backwards. So,
yeah, he was totally facing the other way.
Yeah, he was kind of in the middle of the track. So I think it was a safe move. Get off the track.
Dude,
Christian Craig's coming over.
I'm Jason Anderson team on this one. I mean,
yeah,
you have to be fair. Obviously, we all want a quote unquote competitive championship, but it's not Anderson's fault that everybody else got hurt. He's just racing.
Yeah, and he's been the most consistent. It seems like everyone had those shoulder injuries when Eli and Marvin. If you just think.
He had Houston, which Anderson or Muskin or Tomac didn't race.
Yeah.
He had that. Tomac had that last place in Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
He also had that last place in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had Indy. I don't know what he got, but he had like a really, really bad finish as well. So just imagine like in all those three that I just mentioned, or just on the three that he raced. Let's say that Anaheim 1, he didn't get last place. He would have gotten, let's say, 20 points. Dude, that would have been, it would have been so many points.
Yeah, it would have definitely been super close. Would have definitely been super close.
He's only 60-something points away from Anderson, So just
20,
imagine
20, 20.
those being like 19, 20, and 21 points. Let's just say there's 60 points on that.
What I'm saying, I think he was definitely the favorite to win the championship this year. And
yeah, he's 65 points away. So imagine if he would have finished, like I said, just with 20 points in each of those races. It would have been 5 points away right now for the championship. So it would have came out to a really, really great
a good battle for the title,
of the championship. Same thing with Muskin though. Let's not take anything away from him. He had, like I just said, he did not race Houston. He did win Anaheim 1, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, Marvin Muskin's about to dominate this bitch."
That's right. And then coming off the Red Bull win with the straight rhythm, like dominated everybody there.
He won the Monster Cup.
Yep.
He won that $1 million, and then
all three motos.
He wins Anaheim 1, and was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" So. But he misses Houston. Then he gets 17th place in Anaheim 2.
Yep, and that pretty much did it for him.
Yeah, so
and then he's finished right behind Jason. Like
all
every
I gotta
race.
say is can't wait for next year. But yeah, so let me pick my 450. So I think Tomac's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Barsha.
Ooh.
And Anderson.
Nice.
Like those?
I do. I think it's good.
Yeah.
Tomac is definitely a beast, and it's hard to pick against him.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
If you want. Actually, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm gonna pick him. I'm definitely gonna pick Tomac. That's just where I'm at right now. He's just on fire.
Before you go on, watch out with Malcolm this weekend. This type of this type of track is definitely something that fits him for sure.
Yeah.
Couple of whoop sections. We know he's good at that. So just watch out with Malcolm.
All right. Well, last week you picked Brayton and I picked Barsha. So this week you're picking Barsha and I'm going to pick Brayton to do better. So I'm gonna go Tomac, Brayton.
Oof. That's rough. Okay.
Yep. Tomac, Brayton, Anderson. Yeah, so we pretty much have the same picks, except I got Brayton and you got Barsha.
For second, though?
Yep.
Oof.
Yep. Dude, he dominates whoops, and there's 2 long whoop sections on this track.
No disrespect to Brayton. The only reason I didn't think Barsha was going to do good last weekend is because he was coming back to a Triple Crown. That's not a smart move, to come back in a Triple Crown. I feel like those are rough type races. Like, you have to have a kind of a rhythm and be practicing a lot for it. And it's just to jump into it, even though he's really good at just spring races, he's, but just to come back to it, it's tough. But this weekend,
that's perfect for him. Coming back, doing those shorter motos and stuff. That's probably the best way to do it.
They talked about they did like a calculation. They talk about like 450 doing over 50 laps. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a lot of laps. 50.
Dude, think of NASCAR. They do like hundreds of laps.
Yeah, they're
300
also
laps.
sitting down and just driving to the left. But
not every time.
Okay, yeah, they putting the leg out and standing up. But but yeah, that's insane. So just to come back to that, but this weekend is just regular format again, and he's got a couple of weeks of riding now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's gonna do way better. I think he's gonna get that second place. He's gonna come out hungry.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening to us. Episode 50 of the Motocross Supercross podcast.
Yeah, check out what riders we picked for the poll.
That's right. Keep an eye on the Instagram and follow us on there too at MXSS Podcast. Peace.